Hey there you guys, Slow Gaming here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my best class setup for the OSA. As you guys know, the OSA is a gun in Infinite Warfare. It is a classic gun from COD Ghosts, which was the, I don't remember the name of it specifically, but it was in COD Ghosts and it was an assault rifle, and they decided to bring it back as a classic gun in Infinite Warfare. So this is a class that I made. This is my best class right here, so if you guys want to copy that, you're going to have a couple of more seconds to do that, about 20 more seconds to do so. But I just want to talk about the gun for a second. The gun is, in my opinion, amazing. It's probably one of the best guns in the game right now. But as you guys know, my favorite gun is the NV4, as you can see from the video the other day. But this is quickly becoming one of my favorite guns, and this gameplay that's coming up will probably give you guys a good representation on why it is one of my favorite guns. So here we go, we're getting into a game. So my first thing that I would tell you guys is to throw on a sight onto this gun. Honestly, you don't really need a sight until the ELO sight, because I don't really find any of the other ones that useful. But the iron sights for this gun are fairly bulky, as you can see on the video right now. They're pretty big. I don't want to complain about them too much because they're really not that bad, but once you throw the ELO sight on them, you'll realize that, wow, these sights were pretty bad. But so next I want to get on to what is actually just factory in the gun. Now this gun is unique because it is the only classic gun that is not used with a classic token. You can't buy it with a classic token, but once you have unlocked it at level 55, you don't need to use a permanent unlock token on it, which really struck me as a surprise, because I thought that, because this was going to be the thing that I was going to use my permanent unlock on, or my classic unlock, but no, it just automatically saved over for me. I don't know if that was the same for everyone else, but if so, okay, Infinity Ward, you do your thing. I'm okay with it. Next is going to be the underbarrel grenade launcher that comes with this gun. Now you can't see it right now, but throughout the video you'll see me shoot off grenade launchers. Now I was just experimenting with this because I just unlocked the gun, I think a couple games earlier, and I hadn't really used it that much, but this thing is fairly useful. I've been using it a lot more lately, and it is basically just a grenade that as soon as it hits the ground it's going to explode, and I find it pretty good. It's not as good as like the grenades, like the cluster grenade and stuff like that, but it's a pretty good grenade. So next is going to be the foregrip. Foregrip is very important on this gun. This gun kicks like a horse. You do not want to go into a gunfight without foregrip with this thing. The recoil is fairly simple. It just pretty much goes straight up, which I find happens with a lot of these guns in recent CODs, because there's newer players and they can't really learn how to basically manipulate their recoil to make the gun better. So basically it just pulls up really hard, which is very easy to compensate for. You just gotta pull down on your right joystick and it'll pretty much stay on target. You guys can see this is with foregrip, I think, and you'll see how much this thing kicks. Sometimes my shots will be on point because I'm using that recoil, and then other times you'll see my shots just all over the place. Next is going to be quick draw. Quick draw is basically just lets you aim down sights faster. This is just going to be, it's not really that important depending on the game mode and what type of gun you're using. So there you go, you can see the grenade launcher, but I like it just for the fact that I can react faster and I feel like I'm getting the jump on an enemy. But I mean, that's up to you. I really don't actually find the need for it on submachine guns, but I still do use it because it's kind of just a pet peeve of mine, almost. Next is going to be stock. Stock is really important, I think, for all guns in any COD, for the simple fact that it just lets you move faster when you're ADSing. That's basically all it does, but what this lets you do is it lets you strafe more, And when you strafe more and faster, it makes it a lot harder for the enemies to hit you. It makes it easier for you to kill them because they're obviously not shooting you as much. So that's all for the attachments. Secondaries is a definite just do what you want with it. Sorry about that. You can use whatever secondary you want. I honestly don't care, but the Hailstorm is an amazing secondary. Not just any Hailstorm, but the Hailstorm Thunder, which I'm pretty sure everyone gets. But it's an epic variant of the Hailstorm, and I've referred to it as a mini M8 many times. And this thing just destroys. You will see at the end of this video that it destroys two kids, and it's just like an M8, but smaller, and it's very useful. So now I'm gonna get into my perks. My perks, I run usually try hard perks, as someone would call it. Now try hard perks are basically whatever the pros use and whatever you would use in competitive. These are basically just going to give you a huge jump on the enemy. And the first perk that I have here for your first slot will be Ghost, which basically all that does is just hide you from UAVs, which sounds fairly useless when you listen to it for the first time, but it's actually very useful. Now, if you shoot an unsuppressed gun, you're obviously going to show up on the radar, but I mean, it's still very good for the simple fact that they won't see you if they get their score streaks. Next is going to be Hardline. Hardline is fairly useful, I believe. I think it's one of the only score streaks in the second slot that I find very useful, other than maybe Scavenger, but Scavenger, I'm not that good. I usually die before Scavenger comes in handy. But Hardline, all it will do is it gives you a boost. Whenever you get a kill, you're going to get an extra 25 points until you reach 8 kills, and then it's going to drop off so that you don't just consistently keep getting your score streaks from Hardline. The third perk is... what is my third perk? Pinpoint. Pinpoint's the third perk. This perk is very important. Basically, all this is going to do is when you're getting shot at, it's basically going to tell you where you're getting shot at from much more definitely. So if you're getting shot at without Pinpoint, it's going to be kind of like, okay, he's either behind you or in front of you. It's not going to tell you like which side you're getting shot from or like which angle, but this is just going to let you know exactly where you're being shot from, and it's basically going to let you pinpoint exactly where you need to turn around and turn and shoot back. And I've gotten plenty of turn-ons because I'm getting shot from behind. I just jump up, and because I see the lines so definitely, I know exactly how to turn around and shoot back. For score streaks in this game, this is right when I prestiged, so as you can see, I'm running the UAV, the Scorchers, and the Warden. I like two of these. I like two of these score streaks. I like the UAV and the Warden. The Scorchers, I don't think I've ever gotten a kill with the Scorcher in a game. I will run Bombardment all day over Scorchers because I don't think that the Scorchers have enough radius, you could say, when they like fly over. They do go over the whole map, but they don't do any damage, I don't think. And Bombardment, you can just put that on a point and you can absolutely destroy everything. So that's what I usually run is UAV, Bombardment, and then Warden. Wardens are amazing for the simple fact that people won't come out and try to get points because they're going to get shot by the Warden. As you guys know, UAV is just going to let you see the enemies. It's useful, but it's not as useful as the advanced UAV. The normal UAV is just like scan over and you get to see them as dots. Alright, now we're going to be getting into the last part of this video. As I said earlier, you guys are really going to see how good the Hailstorm Thunder really is and why this thing is just a beast in this game. They should have had extended mags for it because this is amazing. Like, this is going to be it right here. This is the clip that I got with the hailstorm. So I come over top, shoot at him, pull out the hailstorm. I one burst him and then two burst him. And when I hit this, I just went in the corner and I like lost my mind because I had not used the hailstorm at that point. And now it's my favorite sidearm, my secondary, and I use it on everything. Alright, so that's going to be it for this video. If you guys liked the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up, comment on the video what you guys want to see, and subscribe to my channel, of course, Load Gaming. Hope you guys check out my last video, which is going to be the NV4 montage clip. This is why I think the NV4 is the best gun. This is Load Gaming, and I'm out.